Wow, Pippin left. What a punk. He jumped down right when we started. You're an asshole.
You're so unprofessional.
Pippin.
Wasn't he like in a Super Bowl commercial?
He was.
Doesn't show.
Pippin. He's become
get it
such a diva since then.
He's been such a diva off the one commercial he was in.
He made more money on 3 hours on that commercial than I've made in any day in the film industry.
And yet he doesn't have a manager. So if anyone is out there and watching this and wants to represent the cutest dog ever,
seriously,
he'll come on camera soon.
We're accepting applications for. Oh, okay. He wants a cozy place.
Cute. Nope. Okay.
Too much attention.
There's too many cozy spots. There's one right there. There's one right there. Okay.
Oh, gosh, so annoying.
So I wanted Monica to come on the podcast and help me talk about our shopping addictions. Took me a while to get there. I was like, what
your
are we going to talk about?
Issues.
My neck issues. Monica's now a chiropractor. But no, we actually are very bad at managing our money. And we're proud of it.
Wow.
She's like, what am I? I am bad.
It's crazy to see yourself through others' eyes.
Okay, well, it's not a surprise to either of us because we've been living together for what? 5 years, it feels like.
16 years.
16 years.
30 years.
30 years. But no, I feel like we're always talking about things we're buying, and it's like, wait, aren't we unemployed? Why are we buying things? And this was one thing that I purchased.
You were so excited about that.
A year ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember my neck issues that I was having?
Yes.
Dude.
I was worried about you.
I was worried about me too. So I went on TikTok and was like, neck. Help. And so this is a thing that TikTok basically sold me where you lay on the ground and you put your neck right here and you're supposed to just like relaxing like this. Mm-hmm. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't do absolutely anything. It's just foam. Of course it isn't going to do anything. Like it's just foam.
It's like you could have rolled up a pillow or towel even.
Yeah, a towel would have done that.
Yeah.
So I wasted $20 on that.
That's insane that this was $20.
$20, dude.
Oof.
I was so mad.
Oof.
What is your thing?
So I have this bra from Skims that, oops, I'm sorry, is fake. Skims? More like scam.
But it's really Skims?
It's Skims. This is a Skims bra.
I feel it.
Yeah. It feels very nice.
Does it though?
Oh, I thought that it felt very nice. Maybe I've washed it too many times.
No, I think this feels like no support.
Well, yes, definitely no support. I mean, there's no wires or anything like that. I'm like looking for the tag now that I'm like, wow, I couldn't prove in a court of law that this is Skims. But I know it is. But here's the thing. Skims is so fucking expensive. And they're like, her whole thing was like body inclusivity and like with the shades and everything. And your girl, she's got a big chest. She's got a big rib cage. And it's like you get to a certain point in the extra larges or like the, double Ds or whatever in her size chart where it's like you can't go past a certain size. And I was like, this is like 2XL or something like that. And I was like, first of all, weird that it's like small, medium, large, not like cup size like normal weird. Bras are.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what, I'll give it a chance because I had one of my friends like swore by it. And, they were always on my Instagram. And so
you fell for it.
I fell for it. And it's like $40, maybe more.
I would say more.
I bought two. And I think it was like $60 for two, actually.
Including shipping?
I have no idea. I bought this a while ago. But I've worn it like 2 times since.
Why?
Because,
what's wrong with it?
Okay, so it's really tight around the band. And the top of my boob spills out. Or,
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just... I've actually noticed this with a lot of Instagram bras. Yeah. Is that, they tout body inclusivity, but their cup size is never big enough. And I'm just like, to the people that watch this, to give me some big cup sizes.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. I feel like finding the right bra is a mission that women are on for their entire lives.
I know. Yes.
Have you ever found one?
I once stole an incredible bra from Victoria's Secret. It was my favorite bra. And then the wires started poking out. And then I stopped wearing bras with wires.
Yes.
And kind of since then, like right now I have a favorite bra, but it's not a great bra, but
Yeah.
it's for sure from Ross or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like random,
bras.
they're just like random bras that
Random
you find
bras.
places.
Marshalls has those, Ross.
I have so many bras from Savage, Rihanna's company too,
Mm-hmm.
that like, again, they tout body inclusivity, and even their models are big like me and have huge chests like me, but I'm like, where are those bras? Because I get their biggest size.
We need to find that out.
Yeah.
Where are those bras?
Yeah.
Or do you think they just kind of make them look good on the photo, even though they don't actually fit in real
Actually,
life?
that is probably...
Because I know that's kind of what they do to the models.
Yeah.
He wants to come up.
Okay, he's coming. Okay.
Pippin, come on.
Come on, Pippin. Come here. Come here. The people want to see you.
You are just too much, young man.
Okay, yeah, you go to Helen.
No, he wants you, but he just doesn't know how to ask for
There
it.
he is. What is your take on bras, Pippin?
Yeah, Pippin.
Astute.
Wow. He's like, what the heck? Yeah, I don't even have any comments on bras. I just like, they're all shitty.
The thing, even like I'm constantly looking for a good like sticky tape for your boob tape.
Yes.
I'm constantly looking for a good one, and there's so many Instagram like companies.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, I'm gonna get so many after this conversation.
Oh, sure.
And every 6 months I fall for it, and every 6 months I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Can't find a single good one.
I don't know if it's good, but I bought tape for like when you're getting through the checkout line at Forever 21 and there's like little stuff on the exit.
Oh, love
I
it.
got little boob tape, but it's like it rips my skin off.
Oh yeah.
But
I have to use oil to get it off.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I brace myself and I just rip it.
Oh my god.
It's so
Do you use
painful.
nipple like covers?
No.
Oh.
I'm literally just taping it on my skin and nipple. It's horrible, dude. One time I had like a mark for a week and I was like, this is embarrassing.
Oh,
But I didn't even know you were supposed to use nipple covers for that.
Yeah, for boob tape you should use nipple covers.
How do you know this?
I don't know.
I did not know this. But no,
I'm
seriously,
so
how did
sorry.
you know this?
I'm like feeling your pain.
I'm like, how did you know? I'm
retroactively.
sweating. I'm like, how did you know this? How did I not know this?
God, how did I know? I feel like maybe the first package of boob tape I got had nipple covers in it.
Oh,
I think that's what it
wow.
was.
That's brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah. So honestly, that's on Forever 21.
For selling me something
Yeah.
inadequate.
Yeah. You could sue them.
I should sue them.
Do we know any lawyers?
No.
God, we need to diversify our
We
friends.
really do. We really do. Right now, we just know unemployed people.
Exactly.
So.
Half of the people I know are unemployed and the other half live in Texas. Anyways.
Anyway, off of that embarrassing intro.
Oh, I do have to say
yeah,
really quickly
yeah.
before we move on,
Yeah.
I did not 4 days ago buy another bra off of Instagram. So yeah, I know.
Dude, we gotta stop.
I know.
gotta
I think this
stop.
one was cheaper, maybe $40.
Oh, you know what you should do? Go on Reddit. I feel like before you buy something, actually go to
Reddit
the Reddit.
is the smartest place on the internet, and I don't know why I don't check it
Just
beforehand.
double check it.
Yeah.
Just double check it. I feel
Yeah.
like now we need to just like reel it in with our shopping. We can't just like
Yeah. Okay, you brought me on here for actually an
this
intervention.
is an intervention.
Rude.
No,
Did you know I bought a
told
plane ticket this
Monica-
morning?
Oh my god, that stresses me out so much. Just kidding. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't like Monica's spending doesn't stress me out. My spending doesn't stress her out.
That's the issue
We're
though.
yeah, we're both like enablers. And she said the other day, I just want the VIP Jonas Brothers experience. And I was like, do it. YOLO. Should she be looking to buy $500 tickets for the Jonas Brothers? Probably.
I won't actually spend that much money, but if anybody knows somebody on the Jonas Brothers team wants to get it to me, I'll do whatever they want. Yeah. You know, I'll stop you know those people that are like throwing shit at the performers, the musicians? Have you seen this at concerts?
Yeah,
like they're throwing things and hurting people.
Yeah.
I'll be that girl. I'll be like their bodyguard. I'll be like, get that shit out of there.
I believe
I'll
that.
protect the Joe Bros.
I'll believe that. No, you should. And you know what? You just blend right into the crowd.
Yeah.
So they won't even
I'll tackle a bitch.
Yeah, dude, same. I really would.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm gonna intro you. This
Okay.
is Monica Broccolo, like broccoli.
Yes.
But she's my friend and roommate, and we've known each other for like 2.5 years.
Wow.
And that is crazy. But
what a great intro.
Fine, I'll redo it. What's amazing about a podcast is the fact that I edit it, and I can also just like redo intro on.
You're gonna
intro
make me
on
look
intro.
like a bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, yes, I'm gonna just like cut bits and pieces to make you look horrible.
You're gonna Frankenstein
Oh
it,
my
so I'm just
God.
like constantly being mean to you on camera.
And it all started when we each needed roommates.
Mm-hmm.
So we you hit up our mutual friend Greer, and you were like, hey, this girl Helen, do you know her? Can you vouch for her as a roommate? And then luckily Greer happened to be my ex-roommate.
Mm-hmm.
So it all worked out.
Yeah. I was talking to her the other day, and she was saying how much she loves you and how much like
shout out to Greer, my best friend.
like
Greer.
she got really like sincere and earnest talking about you and me and how like she loves how we're friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is weird.
How? What did that make you feel?
And I was just like, what's going on? Because it was so earnest in the middle of a conversation that me and Greer have, which is very, funny and
Y'all get
unserious.
Deep, right? I would say y'all get deep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greer is Monica's best friend.
Yeah, but I think we have the capability of being deep at any time.
That's exactly what I was talking about in the previous intro that I botched and offended Monica. But yeah, that's kind of what I mean.
Yeah. But we're very silly and like we shit on each other all the time and like that's what I love in our friendship and so I love our friendship. Yeah. Actually, I can't shit on you anymore, so
yeah, I
she vetoed it.
I vetoed those privileges. I said no.
So
more.
it's actually not the top of where a friendship can be.
No, I think it is. It's like the most mature friendship that we each have. So I think that says a lot. We've grown.
Definitely.
Over the 2 years.
Definitely. You have.
Yeah. I've grown on her. Just kidding. You liked me from the start.
Yeah, I did.
You're like,
I mean, like, there's always a thing with roommates where you are like, especially when you don't know each other when you first move in, you're like, this is a roommate. You don't have to be my friend.
Yeah.
I welcome friendship. But at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you to get your shit together and clean the living room, Yeah. And so there's always like that distance that you keep somebody at. And then over time, it goes away because you become like genuine friends.
I know.
And that definitely happened. It took some time for us, but it happened.
It happened faster than I thought it would.
Yes, me too.
Because I know that I'm very reserved and it takes me at least a
and
year
I was
to
so
get
scarred from
comfortable.
my past.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't want to be friends with my roommate, but it was inevitable.
There.
You and me were inevitable.
But I got there. I know. It's funny because we both went to the same school, but our timing was off. So I didn't know you at UT.
Yeah.
But Monica was born and raised in Austin, which is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I intro her to like friends IRL. I'm like, this is Monica. She's from Austin. She's so cool. And you're like, yeah.
Austin's very different place now than it was when I was growing up.
But you still claim it, and it still makes you very cool.
I still very, very sentimental about the place.
Yeah. So Monica is a writer / director / funny person.
Oh my God.
And she knows it.
The pressure's on.
She knows it, which is why I was so excited for her to be on the podcast. So be funny. Please take it away. Be the host of my podcast because I'm so tired.
Wait, do you need a co-host?
I mean, I could. You know what we could do? We could do. You could be my part-time co-host.
I would love to be a
Monica's
part-time.
busy. She has so many friends.
Shut the fuck up.
So many friends.
No,
it's so annoying.
Stop telling lies.
It's
Literally,
not a lie.
I literally am home all the time. The only people I see are Greer, Gracie, and you.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So meet my new co-host, everybody, Monica Broccolo.
Okay, that was easy.
Oh my God. Okay, so we're gonna call this the shit we never needed to buy, but anyway. God, I wish I could.
There's so much.
I know we should have brought more stuff.
I have more off the top of my head.
Like what?
Okay. Instagram thing, very popular in 2020. They're like clings that you put on your window that are like mosaics, or the one I got was like a crystal-y thing. And it's supposed to be like a privacy screen. Now what's really popular is ones that look like stained glass.
Wait, and you just stick them to your
You
window?
stick them to your window.
Oh, that's
you get your
cute.
window wet and you stick them to there. Bitch. I bought it. It took 2 months to get to me because it was from China. Didn't realize that when I bought it. And then never used it. Never once. It's rolled up somewhere in my closet. And I love it. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
But
Have you tried to put it up or no?
I think I tried to put it up at my place in Glendale. But I didn't know how to do it because it didn't come with instructions. I know now that TikTok has taught me things. Yeah. But I gave up by the time I saw it. Yeah. So, but I still have plans to use it, which is why it has moved with me twice.
Aww.
But
it's now or never, dude. It's now or never.
It's bad. It's also plastic. I'm just like putting shit into the world that shouldn't be out there.
I know. Freaking Instagram, man. Is there anything else that pops to mind?
I mean, there's a sticky bra that cost me an absurd amount of money, like $80.
A sticky bra that is like one piece.
No, it's like 2 pieces.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is, the cup size is big enough for my boobs, but it covers too much of my skin, so it's always poking out in anything that I want to wear it on.
Yes, I literally have one in that drawer that I saw yesterday, and I was like, I still have this. It's folded up nice and neat. Never gonna wear it. Never gonna wear it.
I hate that I spent so much money on it, so I'm gonna hold on to it until God tells me to let it go.
Yeah. Oh, but what I wanted to ask you is without finding a solution, because I told Monica we're not going to look for solutions to our addictions. We're just going to talk about them. I know where mine comes from, and it's obviously very much from my mom. My mom just loved to swipe credit cards growing up until we were like fully in so much debt. But I think that I now have what she felt when she purchased things. Like, it's just a sense of comfort.
Right. Yeah. No, I definitely think like there's like excitement to it. I think for me that like you're waiting for something in the mail or you're going to go pick something up, having something new. It's very exciting. Something to look forward to. Like I've really realized that something to look forward to is like really important. And like materialism should not be that, obviously. I should be looking forward to other things. But I kind of had the opposite thing where my mom was very frugal growing up. And like for me, if I wanted something, she'd say, you have to pay for that yourself. You have to get the money, so, babysitting or mowing lawns or something and get it yourself. And especially when I turned 16, like it was very early on, like I couldn't get a cell phone until I could pay for it myself, So because of that, I think that like I'm a single woman. I don't have like my only liability is sitting in this chair behind me. It's like, I have money. The thing is I see money in my bank account, not money in my credit card accounts. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I can buy whatever I want. I can spend $60 on this thing. Yeah. And also as far as like materialist, like, because I'm always spending money on clothes, shoes, bras, anything to make me look pretty. Yeah. Because to me, it's just like with the hair flip at the time.
It's working.
That's the thing. That's the thing is like, I'm like, I must look hot. Yeah. Like, I just want to look hot because there was so much of my life I felt not hot because of like, I only had clothes that my mom could buy me. And my mom is terrible buying me clothes. I love you, Mom, but Jesus Christ, stop buying me clothes. Yeah. So like, oh my God, I could buy this shirt by myself. Yeah. And I look hot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I get that. For me, it's like wanting to better myself. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy this like skin device.
Yeah.
This like.
I noticed that in you.
Yeah. It's
skincare,
so bad, though,
hair stuff.
Yeah. I just accumulate things, and I don't want to be that person, but.
We should try if we ever feel crazy enough, because I think we will get to that point where we feel crazy enough. That minimalist life where you only have like 7 items of clothing, 7 items.
I could do that.
Of like toiletries.
But I would need to make sure that everything that's in this room right now could go into storage.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know if I could part with everything just like that.
No. Yeah.
But
it's like a practice
as
that
an
you do
experiment.
Exactly. For
that
like
would be fun. That would be
a
so
month
fun.
even. You know what gives me a similar rush though is getting rid of things. Yeah. Like when my closet is bursting at the seams and I go through and because I'm also very sentimental about my clothes. Oh. Excuse me. I have stuff from high school still that I'm just like, oh, the memories attached to this. And like, I had a dress for the longest time that like I grew too big, so it got really short.
Yes, I love those.
But it was like, it was my favorite dress ever. And I'm sure there's thousands of pictures of me in this dress. And I was wearing that dress when I got like, when like my life changed type of a thing. And I got rid of it like last year. Yeah. And I had to be like cold as ice. I was like, you mean nothing to me anymore. And it's crazy, but like, that release of being like, of actually realizing that dress did mean nothing to me anymore. True. Because all it was doing was taking up space in my closet.
I'm very, very happy that I don't necessarily put attachments to like sentimental value.
Oh, you don't, and I admire it.
No, you're like, yeah, you don't get anything, girl, anything. Nothing.
Even people.
She's speaking facts, guys. I accept things, but my mom does, and so when I go back home, it's a real struggle because we try to help her get rid of some clutter. It's very painful, and she just kind of explains it in a way that I do understand. She's like, I spent so much I worked so hard to be able to afford all these things that you now want to just get rid of and donate to Goodwill, and I'm like,
right.
She's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's so right.
My mom is the same way.
That didn't click until like a year ago. Before then, I was like, I would fight with my mom to get rid of things. I'd be like, dude, you don't have room to walk. Let's just get rid of some things. But watch, we're gonna be the same. We're not gonna have room to walk.
We'll do this podcast again in 40 years and see what's going on with us.
I can't wait to see that. Can't wait. Watch you be like Marie Kondo and legit have a Kim Kardashian house.
No,
I couldn't see that for you.
But here's the thing: like you see you guys don't see it, but our downstairs is like I would say mostly decorated by me, or like and I have to have something in every corner. I hate a blank wall. I hate like there's a corner of our place right now where the Christmas tree usually goes, and it's pretty bare for me. When like in reality, it's not bare.
Not bare at all.
Yeah, exactly. But for me, I'm like, something needs to go there.
Damn, that's so funny.
I would describe my stuff as, or like my style as, like boho.
Boho.
Kind of like everything has a purpose and like mismatched and.
Yeah, it's like if you in the future when you go over to Monica's house and you need this or you need that, like she will.
I'll have it.
She'll have it either stored. She'll have it on the wall. She'll have it in a cupboard. Like she'll have whatever you need.
I have so many pans as if
awesome.
I cook.
That's awesome.
But exactly. It's so useful. Actually, I have pans at friends' houses because I cooked and brought them to other people's houses, and then was like, just finish it and give it back to me. Yeah. And they have not given it back to me yet. So
give them back to her.
Yeah,
I know
please.
Exactly who.
I lost a plate I love that way, but
my question is, why don't you just ask for it back?
Because I forget. I'm the most forgetful person you'll ever meet.
No, you're not. But yeah, I wanted to get a piece of advice from you that you would have given your high school self. Note to the viewer, Monica was homeschooled, which I think is also cool because she's normal. She was homeschooled and still managed to turn out normal.
It's a very, very select group of people that are homeschooled and turn out normal. I would credit that to neighborhood kids, being teased at church, and my very large family. Yeah. So I think if I did, well, I guess most homeschoolers do have large families, and they're all weird.
But in a good way.
I watched a lot of TV. Might have also been the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just like adjusted socially. I don't know. It's probably Austin too.
So where's this, like, what is the stigma that started with Mean Girls? Like homeschool jungle freak. Like, why is that the stigma? Like you're normal and cool. My friend Simon's kids are normal and cool. Like I've yet to meet any
weird.
freaks. So maybe it's just fake news.
I mean, I think it's definitely, okay, here's the thing. When I was being homeschooled in the 90s and early 2000s, it was very odd. And it's not as odd anymore. Because I would say I was getting teased about it, or like there was that stigma around it before Mean Girls. Like Mean Girls, to me, I always forget that Katie was homeschooled, honestly. Because she comes out of it so quickly and it's very easy for her.
But that just speaks about society and like how human beings are so adaptable, I think.
Oh, yeah.
You want to go to an American high school and be able to adapt? Like, it's easy.
Yeah.
You're in. You know who the mean girls are, who the freaks are, who the nerds are. Like,
yeah.
Stereotypes.
But for me, I did know weird homeschoolers, very weird homeschoolers. And I knew them all through church. So I feel like it's the homeschooling coupled with like intense religion, and then like the really weird people like lived out in the middle of nowhere, and the purpose of their homeschooling was like, we have to shield you from the world. Whereas the purpose of my homeschooling, the way my dad always told it to me, it was like he just like didn't like the public school system. He didn't think it was good enough. Yeah. And essentially he had a huge ego and was like, I'm smarter than them. So, and like, yes, we were religious, but it wasn't, and like we had, you know, Bible studies and stuff like that. But looking back now, I thought we were crazy religious back then, but looking back now, I'm like, okay, there are people that are way crazier than us. Yeah. Yeah. So, I think that that's like a huge aspect to it. But yeah, I knew weird people, and I don't know, people just be weird.
People just be weird. Yeah.
But
I'm like, is it a red flag that I can't think of any weirdos because that means I'm the weirdo? Probably.
You do tell me how you were really weird in high school.
I think it's an over exaggeration, just like being self-conscious about it. But I what I mean by weird is just like I struggled to fit in and I was just really quiet. That's it. I wasn't like whispering in the back of the classroom, like scribbling in a notebook. No,
I know. It was like the homeschoolers I think about too that like were very out there, were like they smelled like they had bad hygiene, and you know, like
that sucks. That's the parents' fault.
Yes, absolutely. That is the core of what I'm trying to say. And like their clothes were all sewed by their mom, you know, or something, which like my mom did, but for fun, and she did it once. You know, like, once. My mom was very happy to have girls. I was
that's fun though.
Baby number 4, first girl. And then I had a younger sister.
Oh, so. God. I was like, first girl? What? No, you're not the first girl. But then, yes, you are the first girl.
Yeah.
You're the first girl.
I'm the first girl.
She's the first. You're the first. What is it? I'm the first boy.
I'm the eldest boy.
I'm the first girl, Helen. It's not my sister.
Oh, my God. I don't want that to be my legacy. But unfortunately, people are thrusting it upon me.
Oh my God. Oh
I'm
my
the
God.
eldest boy.
I'm the first girl, Helen.
Isn't that crazy? It's like you think you're a Shiv, but maybe you're a Ken.
That's crazy. You don't think you're a Shiv, though.
I think I'm a Tom, unfortunately.
Let's see.
Or a fucking cousin Greg.
I think. What would you say I am? Say it, because I know what you're thinking.
No, I'm thinking. What do you think I'm thinking?
Just say it.
I have to think about this.
No, she doesn't. I think it is, I can't decide if you're a Greg or a Tom. I wouldn't say Tom. I would say
the way Tom ended up, probably not. But the way Tom was most of the show, that was me.
Oh, okay. I get that energy kind of.
But I think I think that's who I am inside, but I end up being a Greg almost always. Greg, I can always credit Greg for like you think he doesn't have the balls to like blackmail somebody, and then he does. Yeah. And he's like, but what's in it for me? And I'm like, oh, Greg.
But I think Greg went along with a lot of things that Tom forced upon him that he necessarily didn't want to do, and I don't think that you would do that. Like, people aren't gonna.
True.
Yeah, you wouldn't just be like, okay, cool, let's go do it. No, you'd be like, why
unless I really didn't care. Yeah. But yeah.
And I don't think there's a character other than Shiv that really questioned the why are we doing all of this. Maybe Roman in his good moments. He kind of was like, why? What's the point? Like, yeah, we're racist, but I'm still going to go with it, you know? Like, he just kind of had a little bit more of a moral compass. But then at the end of the day...
You think Roman had more of a moral compass than Shiv?
I think that he was very aware of how shitty he is.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
More than Shiv, I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
No. Shiv in the last season was very much about ethics and what the family legacy was, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, maybe I'm not like any of the Succession characters, which is a nice thing to say about me. The way you looked down just now made me just question everything. So
I thought we were having fun. It's not like your zodiac or something.
It's not my zodiac.
Have you ever taken?
I could be Jerry. Jerry was cool. She was chill. She was
okay.
Chill. She was intense, but
me
she was
a Tom, her a Jerry. Interesting.
What was our dynamic?
No, it's just that like I was very honest, and you're like, I'm the best person on the cast.
Yeah. Tom is great too. Everyone loves Tom.
Tom is great until the end, and then you realize he's actually just as shitty as everybody else.
He ends up winning the game.
But what was it worth?
At least you're not a.
Who did you think I was, or who did you think I was thinking you were?
Oh, Roman.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you're like accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roman would be a Gemini. Roman would fully be a Gemini.
Yeah. Have you ever taken one of those like those like BuzzFeed quizzes that tells you?
I think I have.
Do you remember what?
But I want to say it was probably like Shiv. And I don't think that's bad, to be honest.
I think I got Greg,
I'm not
so
anti-Shiv.
I was definitely between Roman and Shiv. Because my knee-jerk reaction was Roman. But I do think you have that like ethic. But you keep distance like Shiv and Roman more intensely. But anyways. What were we getting at? We got way off topic.
We keep just going way back to how I'm a terrible person.
No,
I'm just kidding. I am not. I'm lovely. Gems to watch. You are going to bring me something that you recommend for me to watch, and we're going to discuss it. What was your thing that you brought?
Oh, yeah. This is really tough, actually, because we watch a lot of the same things. Being in the same house, too. It's like, how do I bring you something? But in recent memory, I would say like something that really surprised me this season that I hope you watch is the most recent season of The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I was surprised at how much I loved it.
I'm excited.
Because the first 2 seasons are great and I did love them too. And I just love Edie Patterson. And the guy that plays her husband is so funny.
She's the sister, right?
She's the sister.
She's so funny.
And
dude.
they're hilarious.
Yes.
And like they're always on this podcast I love, Comedy Bang Bang. So I'm just like huge fans of them as comedians. But the first 2 seasons are great. But there's just something about this season that I absolutely adored. And I don't know. It's just like they're weird country people. And like there's like this whole episode about a monster truck. And I'm just like, these are things I don't care about in my daily life. But for somehow they made me like care about watching these like hyper masculine men destroy things with monster trucks.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I think it's the arcs of the characters that really got me this season.
Yeah, they're still all around from season 1. Okay, good. Great.
But Baby Billy, I don't know how this man is such a big character in this show, but
Baby Billy.
he's like the old uncle, has bright hair. It doesn't matter, but definitely worth a watch.
I'm gonna watch it. That came to mind the other day, maybe because I saw like a poster or something. But I do want to watch that. Righteous Gemstones. I want to watch. Oh, Monica got me to watch Severance, which I was so struggling with. But then it was a very supportive watch. She rewatched it with me, and I felt very supported watching it. You know, so I think that's why I kind of leaned into it. Was it at the beginning of the strike? I want to say it was like at the beginning.
Probably,
of the strike.
Yeah.
We were still happy people back then.
I'm still happy.
That's good.
I don't need a job to make me happy. It helps,
but that's deep. I do, clearly. Look at this.
Hey, this is a job.
This is a job, which is why I'm saying I do need a job to make me happy.
It's great.
Yeah. But anyway, one gem for you to watch would be, I don't know if you've already seen it. I know you like kind of caught me. No, dude, I cannot recommend the same thing 2 episodes back to back. That is embarrassing.
Can you tell me what it is and you can cut this out?
I'll tell you what it is. It's the Mary Tyler Moore documentary that I keep thinking about.
Oh, I did watch it with you.
Yeah, you did watch it with me.
Yeah.
But did you also watch the Steven Spielberg documentary with me?
I did.
Yeah.
It was great. I actually told so many people about the Steven Spielberg one.
Yeah, it was
so good.
It's really good.
I was like, this man directed The Color Purple.
That was wild.
That was wild. But then he was also so honest about like how he fucked up that.
I know.
And I was like, white men making me proud?
He would be our friend.
He would. Oh, absolutely. He should be on this podcast.
We should have him on.
Okay, everybody, tweet at Steven Spielberg. Oh my god, and like his family dynamic and how his parents. Oh my god, I told so many people about it. Yeah. I love Steven.
Yeah, I want to be one of his kids. He's made some of
the best. Yes, yeah.
That would have been fun.
Yeah, just
to be a nepo baby.
Yeah. Oh, we can't get into that. That's the shit that makes me sad.
Why? Does it really make you sad? It doesn't make me sad. It just makes me like, oh, that would be nice. Like, that would be nice, but I'm not going to get sad about it, you know?
I get sad about it.
Girl, you're still going to be just as successful as the nepo babies, you know? We just have to work a little harder, cry a little more, be a little bit more broke. Like, yeah. You still end up getting
I guess it makes me more frustrated and, like, I get angry about it with certain people. Because most of the time they're not good. real quick.
Yeah.
I didn't give myself advice from high school. We just talked about high school for me. Or homeschoolers.
Thank God one of us is paying attention.
No, because I was thinking about it all
you didn't
morning.
give any advice. What advice would you give your high school self?
Okay. I don't quite know how to word it exactly, but I would tell myself to, like, don't hold back and don't, God, it's going to start this whole conversation, but, like, don't go waiting for, like, life to happen to you. Yeah. Especially, like, I want to tell her to just be a slut. Like, like, I was told from such a young age to, like, wait for your Prince Charming, think about, like, start your wedding binder now, and, like, it is insane the way that those things spoken to me have infected my brain today, like, as a 30-year-old woman, and I was 14, you know? And so I just want to, like, shake her and be like, live your life. Like, don't, like, there's also this whole, it's very wrapped up in Christianity because it was such a Christian back then. And I'm just like, there's this whole concept now of, like, deconstruction, and, like, you can still be a Christian and, like, not go to church every Sunday, you know, like, and it was like these things I didn't realize, and I didn't take, I was just like, oh, all of these things were promised to me that did not happen. So I want to be like, hey, like, it's not going to happen, essentially. Like, you need to just do it yourself. Yeah. And so, like, I want to tell her to be a slut. I want to tell her to, like, get off the internet. I want to tell her to, like, go outside of Texas. You know, I had all of these plans that were, like, interrupted by those thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know how to quite, you know.
I guess it's like,
But mostly I want to tell her to be a slut. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's great.
Like, I'm just like, I was waiting for a boy to ask me out for the longest time, and a boy has literally asked me out once in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
Date.
You should.
And my parents didn't even tell me don't date. Yeah. It was a fucking church I went to.
Damn.
The church told me don't date. The church told me you have to ask your youth pastor to bless this.
Are you kidding?
It was psychotic.
Holy shit.
And I'm telling you, this has infected my brain today. And my mom was like, yeah, you can date whoever you like. Yeah, bring them over for dinner one day.
I get that, how that would cause a lot of not FOMO. FOMO is not the right word, but, like, regret.
But it is almost FOMO. Yes, definitely. That is the thing I have regret for.
That's
definitely.
So frustrating.
Because it carried through, like, college, which I spent a lot of time in college around a lot of beautiful men that I would have loved, that I had crushes on, and I would have loved to say something to.
Totally.
But I was like, oh no, they have to say something to me, and I have to respond to that.
God. No.
I know.
No.
I want to tell it to everybody.
No, you should. If you get a second chance to go back in time, you should definitely.
Yeah.
I really wish for you that you could go relive that time.
Yeah.
But it's funny because you're alive now and you get to.
I know. Sometimes I think about how, like, maybe in a past life I was really wild, and now my brain chemistry is making up for that by, like, overcorrecting.
That is true. I've been thinking about past lives a lot, actually.
Dude, best movie I've seen this year, first of all.
Oh, actually, the movie. Monica's obsessed with it. Past lives.
I really am.
No, but I haven't been thinking about the movie. I've been thinking about.
I know, but the movie has spurred on conversations in my brain about past lives.
Yeah. I am actually going to talk. This is kind of related to past lives, not super on the nose, but I'm trying to understand some of the trauma that I don't remember from my childhood, and my mom has put me in touch with someone who can apparently, like, I don't know the details. My mom's handling this for me. She was like, I'm going to put you in touch with this lady who's going to look into these and for you, and then kind of, like, help you work through them. I just know that there's some, you know, like, blockages. Like, I'm sure you have some blockages from being, you know, kind of not repressed, but kind of repressed when you were a kid. And maybe by having those blocks removed, it would kind of, I don't know, unlock something in you now.
Yeah. I feel like repression is definitely what I was back in high school. Like, I was definitely repressed because, like, that's the other thing is, like, I'm a very horny person. Yeah. Like, and like, I masturbated all the time, and I felt so guilty about it.
Oh, we all did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all felt so guilty about it.
And I was just like, it's something that is like, you know how when we're kids, everybody's like, oh, boys think about sex like all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, when I realize that other women also think about sex all the time, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm not a
You're
fiend.
not a weirdo.
Yeah.
Aww.
But I think that repression has caused regression in my like 20s and now 30s, because also like, and I think that's also coupled with the fact that I spent a lot of time in college. So my last few years of college, when I got to really embrace it, I was surrounded by people that were 2-3 years younger than me. So I felt like I was 22 when I was 25, you know, type of a thing.
Yeah.
So even now, I'm 30 years old. My body is 30 years old, but I still feel 28.
Totally.
You know,
Totally.
or 24 even sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't feel 30 at all.
No.
I felt 30 all last year.
I feel 21.
Yeah.
That's how old I feel.
But also, I've been hearing more and more people say this, but like, we should take 2 years off for the pandemic, and I actually agree with that.
We should, but no one's gonna take us seriously if we do.
I know.
It's not fair. So yeah, I think that's great advice, and I think I would kind of give myself similar advice. I relate to that a lot, so I love that.
It's amazing growing up and like realizing the world is so much bigger and there's so many more possibilities.
I know.
And I even learned a lot of that in church. Like, you know, I don't have hatred for the church, but I just don't think that it is what like Jesus intended it to be, and it's run by white supremacists.
Truly.
That could be a whole nother podcast.
I was gonna say white supremacists.
White supremacists in church. Yeah.
We get an interesting crowd from that. We get interesting fans from that.
Yeah.
We can maybe like, what's the word? Not infiltrate. Yeah, we would infiltrate them.
Ooh.
We'd get all the white supremacists, but then we brainwash
Helen, is
them.
this our narrative podcast?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I was gonna recommend something for you to watch.
Yes.
That I did not get a chance to think of.
Dude, I've watched everything.
She's watched.
I've watched everything. She says I have friends. I'm home all the time watching
But
TV.
now you're caught up on all the TV.
Yeah, something I thought I'd never do. I mean, all the TV that I really care about. Now I'm like, I guess I can watch. Can you think of like your favorite TV from the past year?
Yeah, I started rewatching Pen 15, which was more
So
2 years
good,
ago.
yeah.
I started rewatching with Taylor because Taylor said she'd never watched it.
Oh my
and I literally stopped whatever we were watching and I put it on for her. And luckily she did like it.
Dude, the way we are guiding Taylor, literally...
We are her church.
we are her church. I was the other day we watched Reality Bites, which has very hot Ethan Hawke in it, and she was like, oh my god, I love him, blah 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 blah. And I was like, you know, I always think about him in Dead Poet Society, and she's like, oh, I've never seen that. And I was like, bitch, I turn on like Pen 15, fantastic. Dead Poet Society is the saddest fucking movie. It's also so white and a little rapey.
Yeah.
And I was like we were finishing it downstairs before this, and I was like, why did I show her this movie? And I'm like, Ethan Hawke is barely in it. He's an adorable little boy, but I'm just like, what is wrong with me?
That's hilarious.
We are her church.
We are her church.
I'm putting on.
Something did come to mind just now.
Oh, good.
And it's kind of on brand, on theme for her Mexico trip.
Ooh.
You're going to Mexico,
yes.
So you've seen Tu Mamá También, right?
I haven't.
I knew it! So perfect movie to watch before you go to Mexico.
To watch.
It's perfection. It's one of
The
my
other thing-
all-time favorite movies.
Oh, yes, I have to see it. Okay, it's on the list. I have to find out. Yeah. I thought you were gonna say in that moment Acapulco, because I also really I've seen a few episodes, but I haven't finished.
Yeah.
I made my mom watch it and she loved it, but
It's such a good show. I love it. Great. You can't watch it on anything. It says Amazon Instant Video, iTunes, and Google Play. Before Mexico, for sure. Maybe they'll screen it somewhere in LA and we can go.
Ooh.
That's even cuter.
That's better.
What are you doing lately or plan on doing to kind of work on like self-improvement, or are you quitting something that you really want to quit? Something like that, Allie?
I did finish my vape and I was like, no more of that. So, you know, maybe.
How much are they?
For like the ones that I get, you are like, they have like a number on them. So the 5,000 is like supposed to be 5,000 puffs. So that's a lot. That's a lot, and it'll last me a month. But so those Cost me about $20 or $25, somewhere between that.
Mm-hmm.
They are so nice, but they are so terrible for it's always amazing the first 2 weeks, and then the last 2 weeks you're like, my mouth hurts. I'm like getting blisters, or I can't breathe, or or you get dry mouth, and it's terrible, and I don't know why.
So she's gonna quit.
I have quit.
You've already done it.
I finished it, and it's gone. But I've quit like 3 times, and then
That's fine.
I get desperate, but still smoking. But the thing with cigarettes is I don't smoke them as often, so it's just.
No.
And I'm dealing with a lot. I've been very sick this summer, and I've been taking too much Tylenol and ibuprofen, and it's like very bad for you. So I'm trying to replace that with weed.
Good. Yeah.
So that's something. But
I know. I was telling Monica yesterday that I want to find a strain or a combination of something where I can be focused, energized, and then also not hungry. Because weed kind of makes me hungry.
Yeah.
So if you guys are listening and you have a suggestion, let me know.
You know what we should do? We should actually go to...
Yeah. I mean, that's the easy...
But we have to go to a
route.
big place.
Yeah, we'd have to go to an easy place.
Yeah.
And I always get sucked in when I go in, and I end up spending so much money that it's like one of those places that I actually avoid.
Oh,
because I spend
absolutely.
so much money at the dispensaries.
Yeah.
God, it's insane.
Because it adds up, and then the taxes are so
dude.
unbelievably high.
But sometimes I do get lucky, and I don't have my debit card on me, and so I can't.
Is there anything you're trying to... I'm thinking of something better than vaping, because I do...
No, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's hard to give up, I would say.
Yeah. I feel like I don't have an addictive personality.
Me neither.
But
other than our shopping addictions.
Other than that, the thing is, I guess I've accepted that and I embrace it.
We embrace it.
But in terms of like I'm not an alcoholic, and I don't think I'd ever be, and like same with smoking even.
Yeah.
The thing with me is I have no self-discipline. So like if I start craving a vape, I'm like, it'd be really easy for me to stop and go get one, but I don't most of the time.
Yeah.
But if I'm conveniently next to a gas station,
of course.
and I have that, and I just don't think of anything else. Yeah. So, anyways.
But you're gonna be strong this summer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Summer's almost over. You're almost there.
Plus, like when I'm in Texas, I don't vape because I don't want to do that around my family and around the kids. So
totally. That's good. That helps. It helps to get your mind distracted.
Exactly. Yeah. If I had a full-time job, I would not be vaping.
Yeah. No, same.
When I was in the writer's room and you're like on camera and the vape's right here in front of me, I'm like, don't do it.
Yeah. That's a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
That is tough. This is kind of small, but I'm trying to work on my posture, and I just realized that I've been having the worst posture just now. But I do genuinely feel like I need to go to the chiropractor, and he needs to like adjust my back, because I feel like it's like a combination of poor posture for my back. My shoulders are very rounded, and then my neck muscles aren't engaged. Mm-hmm. So I just need to like keep working out, keep going to the gym, and then when I can afford it, I want to get a trainer. You know, we used to have a trainer that we used to go to together. Yeah. Brenda moved to San Diego.
Rest in peace.
Haven't heard from her. I said her on my podcast. But yeah, that was so fun. Yeah. It was such a nice little just once a week thing that we did, kind of. Yeah. I'd love to get back on that.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Yeah. I was right about to. And then, because we took a break in April because we were going to the Bahamas. Mm-hmm. And then she also decided to leave. And then in May, the strike started. And I was like, well... There goes. It is crazy how much. Don't send this one to Brenda, because it is crazy how much cheaper it is elsewhere. Like, I mean, you can find places for cheaper, or like classes for cheaper.
Like, I know you looked into it. How much is the LA Fitness trainer?
To get a okay, that is actually not less expensive. Well, because it's like the gym fee on top of the trainer. It was like $400 for both.
Per month?
Yeah.
That's
nuts. How much is your membership?
Let me look. My phone is being used to record this. I can't tell you off the top of my head, but I want to say it's less than $20 a month.
What?
Yeah, dude. That's why I'm like, oh, maybe a trainer's like what? I don't even know.
Maybe it was 400 or 500 for the gym membership plus the trainer.
No, that still doesn't sound right.
No, it was something insane like that, because
that's so weird.
You don't even like pay for the trainer for a month. You pay for like a certain amount of sessions, which I understand. But it was like, okay, if I would love to see a trainer. When I was in high school and seeing trainers, I would go 3 times a week.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that's my goal. And like to go 3 times a week is like, I can't math. 12 times a month. And that was like an egregious amount of money. I'm sorry. And I'm just like, I don't know. If someone's out there and they want to train us, the amount of times I've been like, if someone's out there. I know.
No, 5 people watch this. If one of you 5 people know of a trainer who wants to train us for
that is until Daddy Spielberg gets a hold of it.
Yes.
Yeah. I understand, but at the same time, I'm like, you're employed by LA Fitness. Like, you have people that you're training back to back to back. Why am I putting that much money in your pocket?
I know, but I guess that's their job.
Yeah.
That is their form of sustenance.
I totally get posture though.
Oh yeah, see, I'm fucking hunched over again. Jesus Christ, it's just so.
Have you been
seeing like this?
It is, and like look at me leaning
to like hold myself up.
Yeah,
you guys, what the hell?
Yeah, chest out, shoulders back.
Oh my God, wait, this is perfect for the podcast. I have to show you what I bought and didn't end up using. Oh my God, yes. I actually have used it a lot.
Oh, good.
This is gonna be ridiculous. I'm gonna regret this so bad, dude. I already know.
Oh, you've shown this to me before.
Because I wear it. I do wear
it
sometimes when I'm feeling real bad about myself.
Oh my God.
And it is here. You can feel it. It's got like blades in the back.
Yeah.
So it just
yeah.
And then I do think I got this a size too big because I want it to be even tighter on me.
Oh, okay.
But I am able to adjust it. So yeah, I'll show the people on camera. This isn't like a terrible buy. It did somewhat help, but I do think that there are better ones on Amazon. But yeah, posture, man. So hard.
Yeah, I see a lot of stuff on my Instagram reels because I don't do TikTok. So I get it all a week later. Of posture like exercises. So they're like, do you have a hump? And I'm like, we don't talk about that. How dare you say that to me?
Well, you know what's crazy? I cannot help but observe human beings as we're walking around, and I do see how we're all progressing to like that picture of the person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
The shrimp back.
Oh, it's disgusting. We all like have our necks sticking out.
Yeah.
Our back is all hunched. But it is also
and you know what's crazy is like
technology.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like our parents aren't like that, and I don't know, my parents aren't like that.
No, my mom's not like that. But I know for sure I'm gonna be like that little like, tiny old lady with a hunched back.
And I hate that. I hate it so much.
You know what? I'm gonna make it look cute.
You are. I thought you meant this,
No,
but it got to me that you're gonna make your hump look cute for sure.
God, please don't let me be
I love this.
Oh my God, this is painful.
You could like make it fashion, you know?
Oh no, I cannot.
No, you can.
Not.
You wear that out with like a corset. Me oh my.
Oh my God, see, I bet you could even tell on camera. Can you tell right now?
Yeah.
It kind of feels good.
Yeah.
It kind of feels good.
I want one.
Well, you should try my little foam neck thing first.
No. I can just use some towels.
Steps I took. See, I should be doing the podcast like this.
Yeah, you should. The thing is, you can wear that underneath your clothes all the time.
You're so right, I could.
That's my first instinct. It's not yours.
No.
Oh.
I barely wear a bra, dude.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Yeah, I'll try to wear it more. Now that
Yeah.
we're on strike and I'm not like going to the office every day, I'll try to wear it more.
Yeah.
Because I really do need to work on it.
Yeah. No, there's like exercises that are so easy that you can do that I'm like, oh my God, I'm totally going to do this. Literally playing my video games. And like also, I sleep wrong. I'm sure I do.
Yeah, same.
You know?
Same. I sleep really. How do you sleep?
I sleep on my side like fetal position.
Fetal position? Okay,
Yeah.
so I know this is really... It's okay if you sleep on your side and you just, like, are not twisting or anything like that. But if you sleep even a little bit with your stomach on the bed, I know that that's really bad. And I have been doing it because it feels so good.
That's all I do. I mean, like, it's really hard for me not to do that, but, like, having one of my legs, instead of on top of each other, having one of them, like, over a little bit.
That feels so good.
Oh, my God. Because you're, like, twisting your back. And
We love it. We love to sleep poorly. Okay, last thing before we wrap up. I'm going to give you a piece of paper, and I'm going to write down a piece of paper as well. I'm going to say that again because that didn't make any sense. I'm going to give you a piece of paper, and then I'm going to have a piece of paper as well, and we're going to each write down 5 things that we would buy tomorrow if we had, like, $10 million.
Oh.
Just for funsies.
Okay.
Let me get a piece of paper.
5 things. $10 million is kind of poor these days.
Okay, how about
I'm just kidding.
$20 million?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it gives us kind of like...
Yeah. You have to think about it.
Yeah. You think about it. Okay, can we make it 50 million?
Okay. Okay. That's 10 million per item.
Are you done?
Most of this money is going towards one of these things.
Yeah. Okay, you go first.
Okay. The first thing I would do is buy a house in Austin.
Ah, I love that.
That is the very first thing I would do, and I'd like furnish it and make it beautiful and my little oasis. And then I would move my parents in there for a little bit, and I'd spend a shit ton of money fixing my parents' house because their house stresses me out.
No, you would make it so nice.
Like, they need new windows, they need new siding. I think they got a new roof recently, but there's just like, and then my mom has always daydreamed about landscaping their backyard, and they just never have done it. And so I would do that. These are all these things I would do. Yeah. And then, so my parents would live in my house for a little bit, and then I'd move them back into their house, and I'd pay them to manage my house in Austin when I'm not there, and they can like rent it out or Airbnb or something.
Nice.
Third thing I do is buy an apartment building in LA. Get money. Yeah. I'm trying to get money. No. I'm trying to be a landlord. Yeah, listen, I hate capitalism.
We hate it.
I hate it. I think we're in late stage capitalism and it's burning the world to the ground. But unfortunately, I have to participate in it.
And our addictions are.
And then I'd pay some manager to take care of the apartment building, and I'd just rake in the cash. I would buy a new car, an all-electric version of my car, which is so boring because you can get like $50 million. You can get a lot of different.
Get any car you wanted.
But I love my Toyota RAV4, and they have like 2023. What year are we? 2023. So they have like 2024 versions that are all electric that are really cool.
That's nice.
So I would get one of those. Yeah. Or one of the new Broncos.
Those are cute.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I do is get a bunch of plastic surgery.
Oh, I forgot about plastic surgery. Yes. God. Oh.
/ Ozempic is what I put.
I love that. That is a great use of your money.
I know.
Great use of your money.
It's all going so fast, but hopefully I made some investments that, like, with the houses that would come back.
Yeah, it will come back.
And then with the money that I make with those investments, I would make a bunch of short films and probably become a Nepo baby to somebody.
And then have Nepo babies.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so bummed that I forgot plastic surgery because now I'm just going to be ugly.
No, you're not going to be ugly.
Okay, so number 5 came to me last minute. It's buy property in a non-earthquake zone. So I buy something
genius.
where A, it won't get too hot once, like 10 years from now. Mm-hmm. And then B, like there won't be any like major earthquake or anything like that.
Is there a place in mind for you?
I keep thinking Wyoming, but I'm not sure if Wyoming's
Wyoming's good.
I just
Honestly,
know a lot of billionaires keep buying property out there. And I'm like, what do they know that we don't?
Wyoming and Montana. There's a lot of
Yeah. So I'm just gonna try to get ahead of that.
But here's the thing about Wyoming and Montana, not to alarm you.
Yeah, sure.
But there's like Crater Lake and like Yellowstone is all a part of, like, if you look at a map, there's like this huge hole.
Oh yeah, Crater Lake, isn't that? It looks so cool.
Yeah. But it's like low key dormant volcano, and one day it will erupt and it will destroy the entire world.
The entire world?
The entire like Western Hemisphere.
Holy shit.
So
nowhere is safe.
Like South Texas and like South America is safe from, because like it'll erupt and destroy everything within like a certain mile, but then like the ash is gonna go the rest of the way. I would do Michigan. I went to Michigan this month, and it is the most beautiful place in the middle of the summer. And I'm just like,
too cold, dude. It's too cold there. But I mean, I guess I'm willing to take that risk if it means I'm not going to be dying of heat in Texas, and I guess I'll make Michigan better because I just don't like it that much. Yeah,
you would buy a house to live in.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking of owning a house somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah. That makes sense.
I can afford it there.
Yeah,
I can afford it there. Okay. So that's that. Number 4 is buy an apartment in New York. I know, I'm sure something will happen and it'll get fucked, but I do want to live there.
That's a safe place.
I want to be bi-coastal, so I'll have a brownstone there. And,
that's a really great use of your money.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Need a lot of that for that.
Yeah.
Then number 3, I'd like to fund my feature. I'd like to just be able to just have money on the side and be like, okay, now I want to go off and make a feature. Go do that. Number 2 is buy a house in the hills. For myself, it's going to be a small house. Hopefully it's going to be the house that Dakota Johnson used to live in, that also Ryan Murphy used to live there. Oh, did you know that?
I didn't know that. So it was Ryan Murphy and then Dakota Johnson?
But I do not like Ryan Murphy. Ever
bad
since
juju.
we watched the Glee documentary, I'm like, there is some bad juju
there's
there, so now
really bad juju.
I'm going to have to find a different tiny house in the hills for myself.
But you show your realtor something like this.
Yes.
And they'll find it for you.
Yeah. And only good vibes. I do not want to live anywhere in the hills that's like got some terrible tragedy behind it.
That's going to be hard to find.
Yeah, exactly. Very hard to find.
The hills, though. Like the Hollywood Hills.
The Hollywood Hills. Like,
I love those.
There.
Yeah.
There's like a street called Appian. I think it's Appian Way. Yeah, Appian Way. I think that's where Leo lives. I don't know.
Leo?
His company is called Appian Way, so I'm like, is that where he lives?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But I want to live up at the very, 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 very top, where it's like so hard to drive up there.
Yeah. Where half of your commute is getting down the hill. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I love those houses, but I don't know if I could ever live in them.
Yeah. It's going to be not very convenient.
But so I would visit you all the time.
Yeah, but come visit me.
I'll visit you from my house in Los Feliz.
Perfect. Just drive on over. And the number 1 is a house for my mom, because right now she's in an apartment, and so I want to buy a house for her. Yeah. And I need to convince her to come out here.
Oh, really?
So then I would have a house out here.
Yeah. Would she live with you, or no? You'd do a separate house for her.
Ideally it would be like 2.
Oh, like a mother-in-law apartment or something in the back.
Maybe.
That's what they call it on HGTV.
Really?
Where it's like you have the house in the front and then there's like a smaller house in the back.
I know, but I don't want my mom to have a smaller house. I want her to have a house.
Right. So maybe she needs a garage.
Maybe it's like a mansion in Bel Air, and then we just cut it in half, and so then half of the mansion is for her, half of it is for me.
Yeah. But I would never want to be that close to my mom, but you guys have a special.
Yeah. And that's it. That's what I would do with $50 million.
Okay, we're all so generous. We're like
so nice.
We're like our parents.
We're so sweet. We're good kids.
We're good kids.
And this is how the universe treats us.
I know. What the fuck is up?
Maybe we're doing it wrong.
How can we change? What do we need to change?
Just like be really bad people.
Should we be ruthless?
Bad.
I spent most of yesterday telling you how much I was a bitch to different people.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't even that bad. God, that's nothing, Monica. That is nothing. Well, this has been lovely.
This
I
has
love that we're
been-
just going to keep doing this when the cameras stop.
I know, yeah.
So be jealous, people. No,
This is our daily life. Pippin is usually involved.
I know, where is he?
He's
Guys,
sleeping.
he was supposed
Look
to
at him, he's
do
so
camera time, and he's
cute.
not even here. So Pippin has an exciting day tomorrow, and on Thursday. Thursday, Taylor's brother is coming to town, and so he's going to come visit. But tomorrow I get to watch this little cute dog for a friend, and he's going to have a little girlfriend. Her name's Lottie.
You got a girlfriend.
Thank you so much for coming on the pod.
This has been so fun. I love I love being on podcasts because I think I have the most interesting things to say, and people should be interested in what I'm saying.
I also feel that way.
Oh my God.
We're so similar. That's why we're friends.
I say everything in my brain. I'm literally an open book.
I know, dude. There's like no filter, and that's so bad.
It's really bad. But thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
I was wondering when I was going to be asked. I was scared.
No, truly, she was like first person on the list, but I was like, she probably is gonna say no to me.
Oh my
That's
God,
what I
no,
said to
never.
myself.
And
I
then
said,
I
"She's not
I
gonna
worm
come."
my way into being your part-time co-host.
Part-time co-host, guys. Gonna have to find money in the budget for that.
Yeah. I'll bring my own mic.
You can use this one. Cool.
All right.
That's a wrap.
3 gems.